The architectural complex at Baalbek, Lebanon, spans for miles, but the site's most challenging feature is hidden in the foundation. While the tall columns are the most visible part of the ruins, the bottom row tells a different story. These are the Trilithon blocks, solid pieces of stone forming the base of the complex, each weighing 900 metric tons. To put 900 tons into perspective, one of these blocks weighs as much as 36 of the upright stones at Stonehenge, or 10 of the largest granite blocks used in the Great Pyramid of Giza. Moving objects of this density requires a level of kinetic energy that challenges our current understanding of ancient human engineering. History textbooks attribute this site to the Roman Empire, identifying it as the Temple of Jupiter. The Romans were meticulous record keepers, documenting everything from tax collection to the daily expenditures of their major building projects. Yet, within millions of surviving Roman documents, there is no mention of how they cut, moved, or lifted these 900-ton foundation stones into place. For an empire that utilized its engineering projects as political propaganda, the lack of any paperwork for their largest construction project is a significant historical silence. To understand who placed these stones, we have to look at the mechanical constraints of the era. Ancient cranes were limited by the physical strength of wood and rope. The largest documented Roman treadwheel cranes had a capacity of roughly 60 metric tons. Beyond that, the wooden framework faces structural failure. We see Roman techniques in the upper wall. These small square notches are Lewis holes, designed for metal clamps to hoist the stones. However, the 900-ton Trilithon blocks below are completely smooth. They lack the Lewis holes or any clamping marks used by Roman engineers. The physical evidence suggests the Romans did not possess the specific machinery or gripping tools required to hoist stones of this magnitude. The wall shows a clear visual divide, suggesting it was built in two distinct phases. The megaliths at the base show deep pitting and erosion, indicating they were exposed to the elements for a long period before the Roman limestone was added on top. Further complicating the logistics are these fallen columns. They are carved from rose granite, a material much harder than the local limestone. This granite originated in Aswan, Egypt. Transporting it required a 700-mile journey that ended by dragging the stones through mountain passes, reaching 8,200 feet in elevation. Navigating that steep terrain with solid granite cylinders suggests a logistical capability that remains unexplained. The investigation continues at the nearby quarry where these stones were originally cut. To provide scale, notice the person standing near the base of this 1,200-ton block. It remains attached to the bedrock, appearing as if the work was suddenly abandoned. In 2014, archaeologists discovered another carved block buried directly beneath this spot, weighing 10,650 tons. Microscopic analysis of these stones revealed perfectly parallel grooves, uniform marks measuring just 1/3 of a millimeter thin. These precision marks are more consistent with modern mechanical cutting than handheld chisels, suggesting that the massive operation was halted by an abrupt event. This pattern of unexplained engineering is not confined to Lebanon. At the Yangshan quarry in China, we see the same vertical grooves and microscopic parallel tool marks that appear on the stones at Baalbek. Similar marks are found in the oldest layers of Petra, Jordan, appearing on rock structures that predate the local Nabatean civilization. This recurring physical signature suggests a consistent technical approach that existed across multiple continents before our recorded history began. Returning to Baalbek, the lack of Roman records suggests a different conclusion. It appears the Romans discovered an existing megalithic platform and chose to build their temple on top of these prehistoric ruins. The physical evidence at Baalbek leaves us with a contradiction that standard history cannot resolve through the lens of simple tools and manual labor alone. The site points toward a lost chapter in human history, a time when builders moved stones that the recorded world was never equipped to handle.